Alright everyone, so today I would like to do a video on a product that I bought, and this is a microphone setup and actually a voice or sound recorder. So this is model UX560. It is made by Sony, and I've actually been very impressed with the sound quality of this. So what I was looking for is something I could shoot videos with. And specifically for YouTube, I'm trying to get rid of any ambient noises or wind. And I just wanted something better for voiceovers than what I currently had. So I picked this up. It's $100. You can get it on Amazon for about $30 off of that. And the reasons I went with this is because it has the ability to put in an SD card, a micro SD, which is important for me because if I need expanded memory or I want to be able to load stuff and keep it on another card, I can do that. The other thing I really liked about this is that it has a built-in battery. So I deal with things that have numerous batteries and I just get kind of sick of that and having to charge, recharge, deal with that whole hassle. With this I don't have to do that, so that's really nice. And my last favorite feature on this is that it has the ability to hook in an external mic. And not only does it have the ability to hook in an external mic, but it has the connection on the top, which is important because if you put it in your pocket, whether on a shirt or in your pants, you're going to want that to come up. Some of them came out of the side, and a lot of the people reviewing those said that when they come out of the side, you can't put them in your pocket, and if you squeeze it in your pocket, sometimes when the connections move, you can hear that noise in the audio. So I didn't want that, and I found this, and I ended up actually buying this from Best Buy, and Best Buy matched the price on Amazon. So got it immediately, and I've been in love with it ever since. I am using a less expensive lavalier mic off of Amazon. This one's called U-Mic, and this is one that just clips on, to your shirt. It does a decent job of reducing wind noise, but it's not nearly as good as the higher end stuff. When you're spending $200–300, you're getting a lot better of a product. But this is good enough to be dangerous and get me going. So let me go through. I'm going to set this up and kind of show you some of the neat little features on this. Alright, so I'm going to quickly show you through this. We're going to spin this to the side so you can see it. On this side we have the USB, we've got volume, and we've got power. So to turn it on, you slide it down. If you, after it's powered on, want to put it in hold, you can flip it to hold, and that way in your pocket it won't mess with any settings. Kind of neat on the USB, it's retractable, so when you slide it out, you charge and connect it to your computer this way. Which is kind of cool. And then we'll flip to the top, and on the top you can see we've got our external mic set up. You don't need this mic, it does have a built-in mic, and it's kind of neat because it's on the front and on the top as well. Also a spot for microphone hookup. And then on this side we've got our micro SD card slot, and then on the back here it just says micro SD with some of the product information there, and the bottom is just our spot for our USB there. So what we will do is go ahead and fire this up. So we hold down. One of the cool things about this is just how easy it is to learn. I did not have to read a manual for this. You don't need to be a genius to set this up. So basically, here are the buttons. To record, it's just as simple as when you turn it on. If you want a quick record, hit the record button and it'll start up immediately. And then here we've got back. If you hold it down, it brings you to the home. As you're going through either recording or playback, you can hit this T mark, and what that does is it puts a little placeholder. So if it's like you're listening to a lecture or whatever, you can mark certain spots, and then when you hit the forward or back, it'll take you immediately to those spots, which is kind of cool. And then option brings up a list of options. So whether you're in a file or recording, that'll show you all of your options for that particular mode. Everything, like I said, is user friendly. You can actually put music on here as well. But as far as recorded files go, you can quickly go to your last recording. You can search by date, by scene. You can rename these folders. Now you can't pick your own name unless you do it through a computer. But on here it gives some standard like important or lecture, you know, different things like that. But here you can do it by date. And the cool thing about this is it actually has a built-in speaker. And that is actually on the bottom, and that is pretty cool because not all of them had that. And we'll hit stop, and again, if you're in a recording, you hit option. This is so simple. I mean, it's just crazy. You can actually change it to, you know, like clear voice if you're having a hard time hearing the recording. You can actually move or copy this to your SD card or to the internal memory, which is pretty neat. The battery, by the way, will get you about 27 hours, which is fantastic. So we'll go back. Again, if you hold down home, it's going to take you all the way home. If you go into the mic setup, here's where it's going to have all of your settings. And if you hit option in here, you've got all sorts of different things. So we've got one of the neat things here is the sensitivity setting you can play with. You can do it for voice or for music. So if you're in a meeting or whatever, you can, you know, I usually let it default to auto, but in here you can set it up. Are people far away from you? Are they close? Or back to auto, which is, again, where I usually keep it. And when you hit the button, it will actually show you what everything's doing here on the stereo mic. And what you don't want to see is you don't want it to peak up too much. So what I've noticed is in automatic mode, it may start off kind of high, and then as you're talking, it balances itself and lowers the sensitivity as needed, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is insert a few sample clips from things that I've shot in the past here. We're going to go ahead and hit the stop button, and it's saving it. Again, guys, this is so user-friendly. I did not go with the generic knockoff brand for $30 because of the good reviews on this, and Sony being the brand that it is. I just trusted that this would be a good investment for the money, and I've used this countless times, and I've only taken 1 bar off of the battery, which is just crazy. I've shot multiple videos with this, and again, with this mic setup that I have, this U mic, I think was about $13. I just go right ahead and plug this in, and again, this extends up, you know, kind of high, but when it's in your pocket like this, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on the Sony voice recorder. I'll provide a link in the description, and I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you liked the video and you want to see more like this. Thank you.